One day, deep in Baltimore woods, an owl called a special meeting for all the living and non-living things which existed in the forest.
The purpose of this meeting is to elect a candidate from the forest to represent us at the Human Ecology Leaders Plan Conference, or HELP, HELP for short, happening next month in Syracuse, New York.
Well, it's about time. Humans have needed a lot of help lately.
This conference is very important to our survival. It is the first time that humans will actually take a close look at our unique problems and needs. The representative will be very important. They will show humans how we are to their survival.
Of course, it all goes without saying the representative should be biotic, not abiotic.
What do you mean it goes without saying? I think the biotic factors are just as important as the abiotic factors. After all, without us, you are just a community and not an ecosystem. And where would you be, Mr. Mickelson, without the soil in which you arch your roots and obtain water and material?
I agree with Saul. If it weren't for abiotic factors, ebiotic factors could exist for very long. Matter of fact, you're probably drinking our water right now.
I understand what you're saying, and I do agree with you. But think about the humans for a second. How do you think they would react to sitting at a conference table and conversating with a pile of dirt?
Hey, who are you calling a pile of dirt, you scheme stick?
Okay, settle down. Nothing would be a conference if we resort to name calling.
If I may interrupt at this point, I think I may be the answer to your problems. I am a decomposer, a biotic factor, living in the air and the soil. I am also in close association with the abiotic factors of the ecosystem, even helping to increase these materials at times. Since my job is to recycle once living things, I returning their elements to be reused. The humans will have great respect for me. You know how they're getting into recycling is the latest rage.
It's bacteria, but you are microscopic. Humans have a thing about talking to something they can't see. Makes them feel foolish. That's why I should be elected. I am a separate type. I feed on dead, decayed matter, so I am also afraid of the energy cycles.
All of you are missing the point. Without the producers, none of you would have a job. We are the base of the food chain, using the sun's energy and converting it into stored chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis. We are the only living things which know how to use this process. Without us, every other living thing would eventually starve. Green is beautiful after all.
That's what I was trying to say to begin with. And since I'm the largest producer in the forest, I should represent us. After all, where would the humans be without all the oxygen I produce?
Be real. Don't you think you're a little big to sit in a human conference room? And what language would you speak? Maple-Knees? No, I think I should represent us. I'm a herbivore, a primary consumer, who eats the producers. Humans will respect me because I'm a conversationalist, and eat lower on the food chain, not wasting my energy. The vegetarians at the conference would love me.
The humans would love me even more. I am a carnivore eating meat. Have you ever noticed how humans love a big juicy steak? Besides, I'm on the endangered species list, so humans have recognized that I'm very important.
Humans are not carnivores, they are omnivores like me. We share a love of berries and fish. Besides, humans have always envied my ability to sleep the winter away, and the fuss they make over my little cubs is really something.
This is getting more confusing by the minute. I don't think we'll ever be able to decide on who should represent us.
Just then, a loud clap of thunder sounded in the distance. The forest members were ready to disband their meeting when a tiny voice sounded from the side of the maple tree.
All of you are acting worse than the humans.
What do you mean?
Many of the humans' problems are caused by selfishness and greed. All of you are just thinking of yourselves. Don't you realize that we all work together to make this a balanced and stable ecosystem? That without one of us, the stability is threatened, and that we all need each other?
Are you trying to tell me that I need that bobcat over there? No, I don't think so. I think you've been in the sun too long, Lincoln.
Of course you need Bobcat, Rabbit. He's your predator. He keeps your population in check so that your relatives don't starve to death due to overpopulation and competition. Humans need to learn about organisms working together and each other and the abiotic factors in the environment. then maybe they could apply the idea of working together with one another.
Yeah, making a lot of sense. Like the rest of you might take the lesson, hear and listen carefully. So what do you suggest, like?
Well, as you know, I form a symbiotic relationship called mutualism. A fungus and algae living closely together, each one helping the other. There are other types of symbiotic relationships, commensalism and parasitism, but they are not as friendly as mutualism. In commensalism, for instance, only the partner benefits.
Yeah, we all know this. We don't need an ecology lesson from you. Get to the point.
My point is this: you might choose a team which carries on mutualism to represent you. That way, the humans can learn about sharing and caring, and you are sending two representatives for the price of one.
That's right. For instance, take the nitrogen-fixing bacteria which live in the roots of leguminous plants. They form a symbiotic relationship with the plant. We could send both bacteria and the plant. Great idea, like.
I think that there is only one candidate worth my vote, the only one who has really made sense today and thought of the real purpose of our attending the health conference. I nominate Viking.
Here.
We all agree.
Well, that's a split. We all agree on something. It's shouted them. Wyken, would you do us the honor and represent us at the health conference?
If that is the wish of the entire ecosystem, then I humbly accept your nomination.
So the decision has been made, and just in time, I believe a storm is on the way. This meeting is adjourned. Now all of you back in your niches, we have a nice day.